Panama City voters could have a few more decisions to make on the ballot this fall. City officials are amending their charter, a legal document which acts as the city's constitution. News 13's Magma Gugan tells us how these changes will affect the city and what you need to know before casting your vote.
A city charter is essentially a rule book on how a municipality operates. Panama City's charter hasn't been amended since it was created 63 years ago.
As you can imagine, since 1963, a lot of things have changed, both business, government, social, everything.
In January of 2025, the city recognized updating the charter would be a large undertaking and created a 5-member charter advisory board last July to revise the document.
It was a lot of work to go through and read it word for word and page for page, and it's not the easiest document to read. It's a lot of legalese, and some of this stuff was fairly obsolete. Some of this stuff had been taken over by statutory changes over the time.
The first major amendments are to the terms and qualifications of commissioners and election dates. This fall, voters could decide if the mayoral term extends from 2 to 4 years.
Aligning the mayor's term with 4-year terms just made sense, given that when they all sit on the commission, they all have an equal voice, so they should all have equal terms.
City elections could move to align with the state or federal primary and general elections, meaning the 2027 Panama City election would be moved to 2028. The second major change centers on charter officers. If the change passes, the city clerk collector would become the city comptroller.
The idea was to just change the name and have the clerk go to a comptroller and focus exclusively on the integrity of the financial processes of the city, and then have the attorney doing the legal oversight, and then the manager doing all the department HR oversight functions.
There would also no longer be a requirement to hold a public hearing to remove the city manager.
It seemed to almost create more of a spectacle that the actual termination of a city manager must occur, not only the decision to terminate, but then they get a hearing process. And so we couldn't find a reason why it shouldn't be any different than the other charter officers.
If the change is approved, the city manager would have to be removed by a supermajority vote. And the city manager, comptroller, and attorney would all be required to live in Panama City. The last change relates to clerical revisions and would require a charter review every 10 years, a standard practice among other charters. Commissioners will have to approve the changes before they go to a referendum. But before it's in the hands of the voters, commissioners have to decide if all of these changes should be combined into one question on the ballot or broken down into 3.
I want to get the easy wins. I want to get the easy changes. So if I give you one big question, big being 75 words total, that's all that's allowed on the ballot, you may not like one piece of it and say no, and therefore the whole thing gets struck down. If I give you 3 questions, which is one of the options that we were presented today, it kind of breaks it down.
A lot of contemplation went into this document as far as like what would be in the best interests of the city over the next 50 years. What makes us more efficient, what makes it more transparent. Hopefully the citizens will support it, and our effort will be rewarded.
In Bay County, Maggie McWigan, News 13, Panhandle Strong.
Commissioners should finalize the language of the referendum at their next meeting.